Today we're talking about rat poison. I wanted to talk about, firstly, our second generation whole wheat poisons. We do these in both the bromadiolone, we do the sacks of 20 kilograms, tubs of 20 kilograms and a 10 kilogram tub. And with the difenicum, we do a 10 kilogram tub and a 20 kilogram. There's some major points that I wanted to go through on the poison. Both poisons have an added vanillin flavouring. That's to make sure that the rats really enjoy eating it and carry on eating it when they start. It has a very chocolatey smell, which you'll notice when you open up the container. That's to attract the rats onto the poison and take them away from other food sources that might be available on the farm. Both poisons have added moisture. That's to make sure that the rats keep eating the poison when they're on it and they don't get a dry mouth and have to go off somewhere else to find water. Both poisons have mould inhibitors in them. That's to make sure that it doesn't go mouldy and that the poison lasts throughout the season. Also, the grains in both of these poisons are micronized. That's to soften and sweeten the grain to make it more attractive to the rats and also to stop the grain from growing. You can see there's plenty of dye in this poison and that goes through the rat and you can see that dye in the droppings, which is a good indicator that they're actually taking the bait. Both with these poisons, as with all wildcat poisons, they're anticoagulants. When rats consume this poison, they take 3 to 4 days to actually die. And that stops bait shyness. It stops them associating eating this bait with actually feeling unwell. That makes sure that they keep eating the bait. All of our wildcat products are manufactured in Britain. Next off, we've got the wax blocks. Again, these are second generation poisons available in difenicum and bromadiolone. The APM bait stations come with a wire in them that you can thread your blocks onto. Position that into the little slots provided and then you can close up your bait station. The bait station obviously keeps the wax blocks away from non-target species. These wax blocks can also be used loose and they're ideal in situations where there's a lot of moisture present. And again, we've got the same block but in difenicum. Obviously it's blue so you can tell the difference between them. Slightly different shape but essentially the same block with a different active ingredient. These are the wildcat poisons that specifically target mice, although they will work for rats as well. So we've got our range of pasta bait. This pasta bait is a peanut flavoured paste. It's basically in a tea bag, which mice will gnaw through and nibble into. They absolutely love it. It's highly palatable, so it's very, very effective. We also do the pasta in these handy tubes. This is what's advised that you use in grain stores. That's because this poison would be unmovable. Rats can't pick it up, move it somewhere else, into the grain for example. This pasta can be used with a normal skeleton gun, away from the grain where the mice can get to it. This paste is lard based, so if you ever find that it's too hard, put it in a bucket of hot water, you'll soften it up and you'll be able to use it again. We also do cut wheat in a difenicum base. Cut wheat is available in a 10 kilogram tub, a 20 kilogram tub, and also in these handy place packs that you can throw in amongst the bales and the rats and mice can just chew away and eat the bait inside. So this is a sample of our cut wheat. As you can see, it's all cut up, making it very small. That makes it very, very easy for mice to eat. It also makes sure that they ingest as much poison as possible because they don't kibble the poison like they do with whole wheat. They'll pick up a whole piece of wheat, nibble around the outside, and then eat the soft centre, discarding the shell, which of course has got the most poison in it. With this chip wheat, the poison goes right the way through, so mice get out a full dose of poison. Alongside our wildcat multi-feed poisons, we also offer a single feed kill poison, which is a brodificum based poison. We call this our wildcat VR, and it's available in whole grain and again in blocks. Unlike multi-feed poisons, rats only need to eat 2 to 3 grams of this poison to have a lethal dose. That's about 1 sitting. After consuming Wildcat VR, rats will still take 3 to 4 days to die. This means that they could have up to 12 portions of the poison in them before they actually die. If you're using Wildcat VR, your rats are likely to have a huge amount of poison in them, meaning that there's a very high chance of a secondary kill if a non-target animal consumes one of those rats. Whenever you're using whole wheat baits, a very handy tool to use is our Easy Baiter. You can just fill the top 2 tubes here with whole wheat bait and it all drops out through the bottom here, allowing the rat to run in, eat poison, run out the other side, and you can see the poison go down as they consume the poison. So you can monitor the bait to see if they're actually taking it. That's something you need to do daily, really, to make sure that they are taking the bait and that you've got your bait points in the right places. Just briefly wanted to mention these 3 other products which go alongside our Wildcat range. Firstly, we have the Racumin foam. You can spray it around the entrance to their burrow. The rats will pick this up on their fur, they'll go down into their burrows, they'll feed their young, they'll preen themselves, so they and their young will die from ingesting the poison. This is another handy product that we're doing at APM, is our anti-rodent spray. This can be sprayed on electrical wires, on building insulation, or on any farm machinery that you don't want rodents interfering with. And we also have our venom paste. Now this is just like the pasta, however it's a broadificum based poison. So again, it's a single feed kill.